It started with a frantic 911 call from 13-year-old Megan Zanella, an ordinary girl from a seemingly loving home. But what she reported was anything but ordinary. Her mother, Lisa Knoefel, was discovered with fatal wounds inside what was once a peaceful family home. The voice on the line was filled with panic, confusion, and heartbreak. What happened that night would unravel a story far darker than anyone could have imagined. A tight-knit family shattered, a mother murdered. But who was holding the knife? Was it a tragic case of jealousy? A foster child lashing out from a broken past? Or was there something even more sinister, lurking beneath the surface? This is the chilling true story of Sabrina Zunich, Kevin Knoefel, and a deadly plan no one saw coming. Let's dive in. In 2012, the Knoefel family lived what seemed like a normal life. Kevin Knoefel was a truck driver. Lisa Knoefel, a social worker, dedicated her life to helping children. They lived in a modest home with Lisa's two daughters, 13-year-old Megan, 3-year-old Haley, and their 18-year-old foster daughter, Sabrina Zunich, in Willoughby Hills, Ohio, a quiet, peaceful suburb just outside Cleveland. But behind closed doors, the perfect family picture was cracking. Sabrina had a rough start in life. Raised in a home filled with violence, drug abuse, and instability, she was placed in the foster care system at 14. Diagnosed with ADHD, prone to anger issues and emotional outbursts, she struggled until she landed in the Knoefel home. Lisa, with years of experience in child protection, tried to give Sabrina a stable environment. And for a while it worked. Sabrina's grades improved, she had perfect school attendance, and she was attending counseling. But underneath the surface, a disturbing dynamic was forming between Sabrina and Kevin. Lisa and Sabrina's relationship quickly deteriorated. Sabrina felt excluded and claimed Lisa favored her biological daughters. But while she clashed with Lisa, she grew comfortably close to Kevin. The two shared long conversations, inside jokes, and secret texts. On a family camping trip with an old friend, David Strunk, Kevin confessed that Lisa suspected he was having an affair with their foster daughter. He showed David photos of Sabrina, including modeling shots. Kevin even helped Sabrina take modeling photos and gifted her modeling stuff. What no one saw coming was the way Kevin, Sabrina's foster father, slowly blurred the lines between care and control, convincing her that what they had was something deeper than it ever should have been. To Sabrina, he was both a protector and something more. She even saved him in her iPod contacts as Kevin Love. As Kevin and Sabrina's bond deepened, Lisa became the obstacle. Kevin told Sabrina that if he divorced Lisa, he'd lose custody of Haley, but if Lisa were gone, they could be together. He shared the detail that Lisa had multiple life insurance policies totaling nearly $800,000. The two began discussing how Lisa might die. At one point, they even considered hiring a hitman. When that fell through, Kevin proposed a new plan. Sabrina would do it herself and pretend she was mentally unstable to avoid prison time. On November 12, 2012, Kevin was conveniently away on a work trip. Around 1:15 a.m., Megan, Lisa's 13-year-old daughter, was awoken by the sound of a struggle. She ran into her mom's room to a nightmare. Sabrina was attacking Lisa with a sharp object in hand. She immediately called 911, her voice trembling with panic. Police arrived within minutes and found Sabrina covered in blood, still holding the murder weapon. Lisa was already gone, fatally stabbed over 170 times. Kevin's reaction to Lisa's murder raised suspicions. Despite his wife's brutal death, he was strangely calm. Within days, he was giving away her belongings, shutting down her social media, and hiring a crime scene cleanup crew. He even started spending the life insurance money, paying off their previously foreclosed house and added a swimming pool, buying new cars, taking flying lessons. Meanwhile, Sabrina stayed silent during police questioning, claiming she had no memory of the attack. Sabrina maintained her story that she didn't remember anything, just as Kevin told her to. But months later, Sabrina had enough. She realized Kevin had manipulated her and left her to take the fall. He had not arranged for Sabrina's legal defense, and the insanity bid was going nowhere. She came forward, admitting everything: the relationship, the murder plot, and how Kevin promised her love, protection, and lawyers if she went through with it.
Why did you do that?
Because I was doing what I was told to do.
She told investigators that Kevin had coached her to act insane and promised she'd only serve a short sentence. But as time passed, Kevin broke all those promises. Police reopened their investigation, with Sabrina's testimony and the cooperation of a mutual friend, Autumn Pavick. Even though there was no physical evidence linking Kevin to the planning, Sabrina's confession was damning. Kevin, however, pleaded not guilty. His defense argued there was no evidence of his affair with Sabrina or of his plot to kill his wife. It was only Sabrina's word. And Sabrina was a troubled young person with a history of substance abuse and unreliable behavior. But this is what made the case all the more chilling: that she was young, unstable, and vulnerable, and he had taken advantage of that. On June 11, 2014, Kevin Knoefel was found guilty on all counts. He was sentenced to 2 years imprisonment for each of the 6 counts of sexual battery and to life with parole eligibility after 30 years for complicity to aggravated murder to be served. In August 2013, Sabrina pleaded guilty to aggravated murder and was sentenced to life in prison with the option for parole after 30 years, which will be in 2042 when she is 47 years old. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Who's really to blame? Until next time, stay safe, keep up with our channel Dark Ink Mysteries, and we will see you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more true crime stories that go beyond the headlines.